the hell did you think you were doing? What did I say to you only yesterday? And last night you go round and you question this, what's his name?
George Daly, sir.
Daly, thank you, Johnson. And practically accuse him of murdering Karen Anderson.
I merely asked him. You've no right to merely ask him anything.
All right, Johnson. Now get this straight, Morse. The Parnell murders are not, were not, and never will be your case.
I didn't ask him about Stephen Parnell. You questioned him about Karen Anderson. Karen Anderson was not murdered by Stephen Parnell, sir. In a few days, Stephen Parnell will be buried and forgotten. I don't want the truth buried with it.
True?
Parnell murdered couples, sir. He struck after dark and left his victims at the scene of the crime. Karen Anderson was single. She came to Oxford on a day trip, alone. She disappeared in the middle of the afternoon, and her body has never been found.
God's sake, she's at the bottom of Blenheim Lake!
She's not in Blenheim. She never was. She's in Whiteham Woods. We should be searching.
Whiteham? All right. I've heard enough. Can't you get it into your head the case is closed? Parnell confessed.
He retracted his confession.
He what?
Parnell retracted his confession. His last words, as he lay dying, were to the prison chaplain. Not the last, not the girl. His words.
Is that true, Johnson? Strange. But, all right, we're on our way. A body's been found. Out at Blenheim.
Be about 10 o'clock. I opened up the gate, let the estate tractor in, and he followed it through.
Was that his usual time?
Well, honestly, didn't expect to see him here at all today. I mean, by rights, he should have been over at Lonsdale.
Right, thanks. What's he doing here?
I'm assigning Morse investigating officer on this, Johnson.
What is this? Give a dog a bone week?
I want someone to give me the full picture, not just edited highlights.
So, you told him? Well, good old faithful Bob.
I prefer Robbie, actually, sir, to be honest. Or Sergeant Lewis.
I'm going out on a limb for you here, matey. Don't let me down.
I want to see all the material on Karen Anderson's murder.
Anderson? DCI Johnson won't like
If
it.
he'd done his job properly in the first place, we wouldn't be here now. You stopped looking. You were both set on Parnell, and you stopped looking.
OK. Deceased is one George Morris Daly, a gardener on the estate. He was seen arriving for work about 10 by the gateman and Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams was also the one who discovered his body. So let's have statements and parts from everybody on the grounds, all right?
What about them up at the house, Sarge?
Them up at the house. Constable Renton are away.
Holidays, is it?
Wilkie, Fairbridge, start looking into known associates.
Sarge.
Stranks, Clough, can you concentrate on vehicles seen coming onto and leaving the estate? Renton, you're on the weapon and the bullet. Right, it's now 1:30. Let's reconvene at the station, 5:30.
Lewis, didn't you put anyone on the gates?
Before you go, can I have that list?
I'm sorry, madam. The gardens are closed today.
Due to ill health?
I beg your pardon?
Do you know where I might find a detective chief inspector? Looks like Mouse.
Morse. Detective Chief Inspector Morse.
Dr. Hobson, how do you do?
The pathologist?
Well, I haven't come to see the bouncy castle. He's been dead about 3 or 4 hours. Probably closer to 4.
Yes, we know it happened sometime between 10 and 11:15.
Oh, do you?
We have a witness who heard the shot, the gatekeeper.
Perhaps you'd prefer him to perform the post-mortem and I'll man the gates for the rest of the afternoon.
Death would have been instant, would it, Doctor?
Occurred instantaneously, Lewis, or was instantaneous, if you must. Coffee may be instant, death may not.
Yes, Sergeant, it would have been instant. Probably do best to concentrate your search for the bullet, what's left of it, in that general direction. The shell case, if he ejected it, will be over that way.
You're certain the shot came from that direction?
Yes. You can seek a second opinion from your gatekeeper, of course.
But he could have been spun round by the impact, couldn't he?
People drop when they are hit, Chief Inspector. They don't spin or fly through the air in slow motion. They drop. I should have the initial results for you from the PM by 5. Please don't be late.
Excuse me, Dr. Harding. There's a Chief Inspector Morse.
I'm Dr. Alan Harding, gentlemen. Bertha of Lonsdale. How do you do? How do you do? Do
I attended a concert here 2 nights ago.
Of course. You bought Claire's program. I'm sorry if my arrival put a dampeners on anything.
I was rather under the impression that you and she were...
Oh, good heavens. You thought that would amuse her. Claire's my sister-in-law. The only passion we share is for music. Daly would usually come by today, yes, but I'm afraid he was a law unto himself when it came to timekeeping.
So why did you keep him on?
Oh, he's a very good gardener. It's difficult to find people like that at the price a college can afford.
What exactly did he do here?
A bit of this, bit of that. Kept his lawns trimmed. Odd spot of pruning. How did he,
He was shot.
I see. Look, this is rather difficult, but Mr. Daly's arrangement with us was, how shall I put it, freelance. He wasn't college staff in the strictest sense, do you see?
I'm not about to go running to the taxman, Dr. Harding. You were aware he was working at Blenheim, then?
Yes, that's right. This is where we keep all the gardening things. If you want any further information, I'm sure my secretary will be able to oblige, but I'm afraid I must get back.
Yes, thank you for your time.
Why do you reckon he was at Blenheim, then, sir? Everyone else seems to be on the impression he should have been here.
As Dr. Harding says, George Daly was a law unto himself when it came to timekeeping.
Yeah, it isn't time, though, is it, sir? It's place. He shouldn't have been at Blenheim at all.
Hello.
It's Harding.
Good morning. I'm looking for some information on one of the estates I believe you act for. Whiteham Woods.
Oh, yes. And you are?
Morse. Detective Chief Inspector Morse.
Well, you've picked a good day for it, Chief Inspector. This is Dave Michaels, head forester at Whiteham. Dave, this is Chief Inspector Morse.
The wood was acquired by the university from Colonel Fennell, 2 Fs. He gifted it to him back in '42.
Is it open to the general public?
If you want to walk on the land, you're supposed to have a permit. Not that many of the students bother with such formalities. It's a popular trysting place with the young.
What if we wanted to search it?
You'd need to apply to us in writing. What would you be searching for exactly?
I can't say at this time.
Well, Whiteham's a big place, Chief Inspector. Whatever you're looking for, if you're to make any headway, you'd need a guide.
Oh, yes, I was going to say, if you've an afternoon free, I'd be happy to take you round.
All right. That's a lot, sir. All the material relating to Karen Anderson.
I didn't realise there'd be this much.
Oh, DCI Johnson was quite methodical.
Methodical. Tell me, Lewis, what, in your infinite wisdom, did you and DCI Johnson make of this?
Look forward to seeing you here again, M. Well, it's just a postcard.
Just a postcard?
Well, it didn't figure in the Parnell investigation.
And this did?
No, it's personal effects from a bedsit in Swindonton.
Now, what about these?
There's a hobby apparently, taking pictures according to the landlady.
It was the landlady reported her missing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't her parents want anything?
Well, we never managed to trace any family. DCI Johnson said we should hold on to all this till after the trial, you know, in case anybody came forward. Most of it's statements from motorists.
Motorists?
Well, she went missing just after Parnell murdered his second couple. We set up spot checks on all roads leading to places popular with courting couples.
And this was the bag Daly found?
Landlady said she was wearing a neckerchief that colour when she set off for Oxford.
Well, you'd better make a start.
I went through all this stuff at the time, sir. What is it I'm looking for exactly?
Something besides her bag that connects Karen Anderson to George Daly.
Landed the spade work again, Sergeant. Must seem like old times.
Hello?
Hello. I was looking for David Michaels.
Oh, he's out in the woods. I'm Mrs. Michaels.
Do you have any idea when he might be back?
Oh, by dark. Can I give him a message?
Just say that Chief Inspector Morse came by.
He's not done anything wrong, has he?
No, nothing like that. No, I was wondering if a man called George Daly ever did any work out here.
What sort of work?
Gardening.
Gardening? Well, this is a wood.
Yes, yes, it's just that it's possible that he may have done some casual work for the Forestry Commission.
Oh. Well, Dave's never mentioned him to me. Why don't you give him a ring? He'll be back tonight.
Yeah, yes, I'll do that. Thank you. It's very nice here.
So it's us.
Certainly got about a bit. Pictures here from all over the country.
But none of her?
Yeah, just this one. I also found these. They don't tie it directly to Daly, but they're dated. Camera burned the time on. As far as I can make out, she was up here twice at least in the 3 months leading up to her last visit. Maybe she had a boyfriend.
Then where are the pictures of him?
Perhaps he was camera shy.
How did you come to miss these the first time, given the methodical nature of DCI Johnson's investigation?
Well, we had Parnell.
This time device, whatever it is, you set it each time you take an exposure, is that it?
No, it's automatic.
Show me how it works.
On what?
On her camera.
Well, we never found the camera. At the time, we thought that Parnell had probably squirreled it away somewhere.
Parnell didn't go in for souvenirs.
Well, it wasn't at the bedsit.
It wouldn't be. Look at the picture. She'd never have come up here and left it behind. Should have been with her. Her overnight bag.
No wonder he was cagey.
Sir?
Where did your husband find Karen Anderson's overnight bag, Mrs. Daly?
There he said, Blenheim.
It wasn't the only thing he found, was it? There was a camera, wasn't there?
There weren't no name on it. Nothing to say it was anything to do with her. Just next to the bag. He thought, you know, finders keepers.
Was there any film in it?
He burned it. We promised Philip a camera for his birthday, see, but we were a bit short.
Burning it a bit extreme. Why didn't you just throw it away?
We had a coal grate there until last year.
You heard a fire going in the middle of summer.
What do you want?
The truth. I'm trying to find out who murdered your husband, Mrs. Daly. He had the film developed.
Here. It's all right, Mum.
A boyfriend, do you think?
I thought you'd ruled out a boyfriend.
Only because there were no pictures of him.
So why didn't he come forward when she went missing?
Why, indeed, Lewis.
Do you think this is Oxford?
Oh, it's Oxford, all right. It's preceded chronologically by photographs of Merton, Wadham, and Lonsdale. But where? That's the thing.
Any others of him?
Yes. It would appear they went later that afternoon to some woods.
Blenheim, do you think?
I think Whiteham, Lewis. That's where her body is.
One bunch of trees is much the same as another, isn't it? Wouldn't we be better off looking for the house that belongs to this garden?
What we should be looking for, Lewis, is this man. Karen Anderson's murderer.
Good day.
Hey, come here, you. I've missed you. Oh, you've been baking. I smell it in your hair. You smell good enough to eat.
No, and you stink of sweat and powder.
Oh, I thought you liked that. Cat.
When you've washed up. A policeman came by. Morse.
Oh, him.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah, he stopped by the land registry yesterday. He wants to have a look over the woods. I said I'd take him round.
He was asking after a man called Daly.
Daly? Never heard of him. Now then, what else you been up to today then, besides baking?
Come in.
Forensic have got a partial print from the inside of Anderson's camera, sir. They're checking it against Philip and George Daly.
Right. And what about the bullet?
Not recovered yet. Morning, sir.
Shouldn't you be out at Blenheim?
Yes, sir.
Well, get to it, then.
Sir.
Had a blow-up done. Looks a bit odd.
In what way?
The houses, the roof line. Couldn't really see it on the 5x3s, but it looks like it's sort of bending in the middle.
Trick of the lens, maybe? I mean, roofs don't bend.
But they do, sir, don't they?